A single wrong text changed her entire life. From struggle to destiny. You won't believe how one message connected a struggling single mom to a billionaire. Watch till the end and feel the emotion. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Comment below, where are you watching from? In a dimly lit apartment on the south side of Chicago, Maya Thompson, a 32-year-old single mother, sat on her worn-out couch after another exhausting double shift at a diner. The clock read 11:47 p.m. Her son, Caleb, was already asleep in the next room, clutching his favorite toy car. The rent was due in 2 days, and she had just $27 in her account. With trembling fingers, Maya typed a desperate message to her landlord, begging for one more week to pay the rent. Her vision blurred with tears, and in her exhaustion, she pressed send, unaware she had mistyped one digit in the phone number. Miles away in New York, Elijah Carter, a 41-year-old tech billionaire, sat in his sleek glass office overlooking the city skyline. His phone buzzed with an unfamiliar number. The message read, "Please, I just need one more week. My son's school fees and rent hit at the same time." He stared at it for a long moment, something about the words tugging at his heart. It reminded him of his mother, who once worked 3 jobs to keep their lights on. Instead of ignoring it, Elijah typed back gently, "You might have the wrong number. But are you okay?" Maya stared at the screen, her heart pounding. She hadn't expected a reply, especially not one that sounded kind. Embarrassed, she almost ignored it, but something about the man's tone made her feel safe enough to answer. She explained her mistake, apologizing, and then admitted how hard things had been, working late shifts at the diner, caring for her 8-year-old son, Caleb, and barely managing to keep a roof over their heads. She didn't ask for help. She just needed someone to listen. On the other side of the country, Elijah Carter read her words in silence. For all his billions, his penthouse, and the endless board meetings, he couldn't forget his own past, the tiny Atlanta apartment, his mother's weary smile, the nights they went to bed, hungry but hopeful. Something about Maya's honesty pierced through his walls. Without revealing who he was, he opened his Cash App and sent $1,000, labeling it simply, "For the rent," from someone who's been there. When Maya saw the notification, she froze. Her hands trembled as tears blurred her vision. She didn't know who he was, but his kindness felt like a miracle. For the first time in months, she allowed herself to breathe and hope. 2 weeks later, Maya received an email from a major company in New York, Carter Innovations, inviting her to apply for an open assistant position. She had almost deleted it, thinking it was a mistake, but the name sounded familiar. She remembered reading an article about the company's billionaire founder, Elijah Carter, a man known for his philanthropy and humble beginnings. With nothing to lose, she submitted her resume, not realizing fate was quietly arranging their next meeting. When she walked into the interview room, her breath caught. Sitting across the table was the same man who had texted her weeks ago, the same stranger who'd helped her when no one else had. Elijah's eyes softened the moment he recognized her. "You're Maya," he said, standing slowly, almost in disbelief. She blushed, stammering an apology for the mistaken text. "I didn't mean to bother you," she whispered. He smiled gently. "You didn't bother me. You reminded me why I started this company, to help people who deserve a chance." After the interview, his decision was easy. Maya was smart, grounded, and determined. He offered her the job, not out of sympathy, but because she had earned it with her courage and sincerity. Months turned into a year, and Maya quickly became one of the most trusted employees at Carter Innovations. Her dedication and calm under pressure impressed everyone, especially Elijah. He admired the strength she carried so quietly, the same strength that had moved him from the very first message. Caleb often visited the office after school, bringing laughter and light wherever he went, and soon, even the billionaire CEO found himself smiling more than he had in years. Their friendship deepened with time. Late-night talks about business turned into long conversations about life, dreams, and second chances. Elijah found peace in Maya's humility. She found safety in his kindness. When the annual Carter Foundation Gala arrived, Elijah invited Maya and Caleb as his special guests. Under the golden lights, he took the stage and shared their story, how one mistaken message had changed two lives forever. Sometimes, he told the crowd, fate doesn't make mistakes. It just writes in ways we don't expect. The audience applauded, but Maya's eyes filled with tears. Her struggle, once hidden in shadows, had led her to something beautiful: stability, love, and a future she never thought she'd have. That wrong message had rewritten her entire life.